Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another video. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 players in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Now, this was tough. This was tough as I was going through the players. I was like, I cannot leave some of these guys off, and I had to. I had to leave some of the guys I wanted to put on there off. And even ranking within the list, it was so tough. Besides the top guy, like 2 through 5 was just so hard because they could have went in any order. Guys, I don't know. This list was so tough to make. So I know we aren't all going to have the same opinions, but these are my top 10 players in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Starting the list off at number 10 is one of my favorite cards in the game. That is Galaxy Opal Pascal Siakam. 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere, and I honestly like his release. It's not the quickest release, but in the catch and shoot situation, it is one of the best. It is one of the most consistent releases in the game. 95 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 87 ball handle, 94 speed, 95 lateral quickness, great rebounding as well. Look at the finishing badges. He does have a lot of Hall of Fame finishing badges with 5 of them on gold. Shooting wise, he's going to have it all. Hall of Fame catches, shoot, green machine, hot zone hunter, quick draw, range extender, Tyler shooter, and volume shooter. He only does have gold that I would like to see that on Hall of Fame as well. Hopping on down to the playmaking badges. Hall of Fame downhill, quick first step with gold, bailout, handles for days, needle third. Like I said, a lot of these I wish were on Hall of Fame, but with how good Siakam is, it doesn't really matter. I wish he had, the Space Creator badge as well. But guys, the Siakam is so good defensively that he can make up for a lot of this. Defensive wise, he does have 16 Hall of Famers with 4 on gold. So basically every Hall of Fame badge you need, he has on the defensive end of the court. Let's hop right into the tendencies, in which he does have only a 50 on-ball steal tendency, but like I said, with his 7'3" wingspan, he can make up for a lot of those things. Dribble moves, as you guys can see, he does have the Pro 2 tween, which really is good on the Siakam card. I don't normally like Pro 2 a lot, but on Siakam, I like it quite a bit. Jump shot is 75. On Siakam, I do like it quite a bit. I really do like this card. His release, guys, in a comp-like game, he is playing on my team 100% of the time. That is why Pascal Siakam comes in at number 10 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 9 on my top 10 player list is GOAT Galaxy Opal Larry Bird. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. As you guys can see, 99 3-pointer, 98 driving dunk. Great speed, ball handle. Speed is a 99 as well. It's a 99 lateral quickness. He's got basically everything. He's got everything. Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range. One thing I will say, Larry's release is super good, but you got to be good with it. Sometimes I'm pretty inconsistent with Larry Bird. That's kind of why I don't even know. Pascal Siakam compared to Larry Bird, I'm much more consistent with Siakam, but Larry Bird's a lot better at creating his own shot. As you guys can see, he basically has every playmaking badge on Hall of Fame as well, but he cannot tween. He doesn't have the Pro 2 tween, which does hurt him a little bit. Defensive-wise, he has every Hall of Fame badge besides Brick Wall, Chasing Artists, and Lightning Reflexes. So stat-wise, badge-wise, this card is incredible. He also has an 81 on-ball steal tendency, which is absolutely critical for this Larry Bird card, especially if you want to put him on ball. He can do that very well. So you guys see, he does have the Larry Bird base, no Pro 2, which does definitely hurt this Larry Bird card, but all in all, this Larry Bird card is super good. A lot of people would put him in the top 5 cards. A lot of people wouldn't even have him in the top 10. It is honestly all about preference, but Larry Bird comes in at number 9 on my top 10 player ranking list. Coming in at number 8 on my top 10 player list is another card that I like a ton. 6'7", 6'9" wingspan, DeMar DeRozan. Guys, there's something about this card that I can move pretty well with this card, and I don't move well in the half court with a lot of cards. He's got a 95 3-ball, good driving dunk at a 97, 94 ball handle, 94 speed ball, 97 speed with a 96 lateral quickness. A lot of good Hall of Fame finishing badges with 2 of them on gold. Shooting wise, Hall of Fame catches, shoot, deadeye, green machine, quick draw, range extender, Tyler shooter, and volume shooter. So basically, every shooting badge you need. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame downhill, handles for days, needle third, quick first step, space creator, stop and go, tight handles, and unpuckable. As well as that gold bailout. Defense wise, clamps, intimidator, pick dodger, pogo stick, tireless defender. So he's got basically, everything you need. He really does. I would like to see the interceptor on Hall of Fame, maybe pickpocket Hall of Fame, but other than that, you can't ask for much more out of this DeRozan card. Hopping into the tendencies, another thing I like about this card is his 78 on-ball steal tendency. He does get a few plucks, 100 driving dunk tendency, which is to be expected. Trey Burke release, same as T-Mac, Zach LaVine. I will say, his moving behind the back it's not like a magic behind the back, but it is not bad. It is serviceable. It can create space, especially attacking the rim. I do not mind his behind the back at all. His tween I don't like very much, but definitely his behind the back is very, very serviceable. I like this DeMar DeRozan card a lot. That is why he comes in at number 8 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 7 on my top 10 player list is Galaxy Opal Tracy McGrady. Now, there's a couple of reasons I like Tracy more than DeRozan, and it's close. It's close, and it's close because of the fact that I prefer DeRozan's release and his SIGs by just a little bit. Maybe it's just in my head, but just by a little bit. But Tracy McGrady is 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan. That's a big deal, especially in 2K on the defensive side of the court. 98 3-ball, good driving dunk at a 99, 98 speed ball, 98 ball handle, 98 speed, 98 lateral quickness. Finishing wise, he's going to have a ton of Hall of Fame badges as well as shooting. He basically has every Hall of Fame shooting badge that you need. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame bailout, dimer, downhill, handles for days, needle threader, quick first step, space creator, stop and go tight handles, and unpluckable. So again, everything that you need. He does also have that Hall of Fame bailout instead of gold over the DeRozan card. Defensive wise, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, off ball pest, pick dodger, pickpocket, pogo stick, rebound chaser, tireless defender. So again, another advantage that T-Mac has over that DeRozan card. Let's hop right into the tendencies, which T-Mac only has a 54 on-ball steal tendency, which compared to DeRozan does hurt his value just a little bit. Hopping right into his signature SIGs and animation, looks like he does have the exact same release as the DeRozan card. Now, they don't feel the exact same, I'm not going to say that, but they both have Trey Burke lower base. Upper release both is Kobe's. Same moving crossover, same behind the back. These cards are so identical. They really are. Now, I will say I do like DeRozan in the half court a little bit more than T-Mac, just because I think his SIGs are just a little bit better. But they both have the same moving behind the back, moving tween. It's the same. These cards are so similar. It all comes down to preference. But what I will tell you is T-Mac does have the advantage in the stats, badges, those types of categories. He has the advantage as well as the height and wingspan. That is why T-Mac is one step ahead at number 7 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 6 on my top 10 player list is Galaxy Opal Kawhi Leonard. Now, I prefer playing him at the 3, but you can play him at the 2 if you would like. 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan, 98 3-ball, good driving dunk at a 97, 96 field ball, 92 ball handle, 97 speed with a 99 lateral quickness. Some good finishing badges, including that fancy footwork badge. Shooting wise, he's going to have it all, just like most of the people on the list. They're going to have range, you're going to have tireless shooter, dead eye, as well as that Hall of Fame quick draw. Playmaker wise, does have Hall of Fame downhill, handles for days, quick first step, space creator, stop and go tight handles, and unpluckable, with a lot of other gold badges, including needle threader and bailout. Defensive wise, he does have clamps, interceptor, and intimidator, off-ball pest, pick dodger, pickpocket, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, rim protector, and tireless defender. So he's got some interior defensive badges, guys, and there is no better card in the game when it comes to defensive animations. And when I say that, getting blocks from behind when somebody's in the post or in on the interior, he just gets incredible contest animations, and that's something you cannot teach a card. He does have an 80 on-ball steal tendency, which is pretty good. I would like to see it in the 90s, but 80 still is pretty good. Hopping into his SIGs, guys, he does have that Ray Allen base, which is super good, especially on this Kawhi. Pro 8 tween, which is absolutely incredible. Yeah, on any card, a Pro 8 tween is the best tween in the game, guys. I wish Kawhi was 6'8", 6'9", but even at 6'7", his player model looks even taller, guys. There is nothing that I can take away from this Kawhi card. I absolutely love this card. That is why he comes in at number 6 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 5 on my list is Galaxy Opal James Wiseman, 7'1" with a 7'3" wingspan. Now, one thing I will say is that the power forward position, I don't like James Wiseman at power forward. I would play Siakam over Wiseman at power forward, but with that being said, Wiseman is still better than Siakam for his center position. It's kind of hard to explain because for the power forward position, Siakam's ranked higher for me for that specific position, but I think as an overall player, James Wiseman is better. It's hard, but that's kind of my opinion on it. Got a 95 3 ball, good driving dunk at a 98, 90 speed with ball, 86 ball handle, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. He's also got a 95 lateral quickness. Finishing wise, he's got basically every Hall of Fame badge that you need. Shooting wise, Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame dead eye. The one thing that does hurt him is he cannot shoot threes in the corner. He can, but he does it at a very low percentage, maybe 10 to 20% of the time he's going to shoot a corner three instead of stepping in. Playmaker wise, he does have downhill, dimer, quick first step, unpluckable, as well as that gold bailout, handles for days, needle threader, as well as tight handles. Defensive wise, what do you want me to say? He's got basically every defensive badge besides the gold lightning reflexes and off-ball pass, but every other Hall of Fame badge, or every other defensive badge, is on Hall of Fame. Hopping into his tendencies here, got a 100 driving dunk tendency, which everybody basically does, with a 65 on-ball steal tendency for a center, which is very, very good. Got that Chris Bosh base type release. Now, I do want to say this. He can tween, but with that being said, I don't like his tween. I do not like James Wiseman's tween. I really, really don't. You know, people say, oh, he can tween. Wilt can tween better than James Wiseman can tween. He really, really can. Do I like Wilt's jump shot as good? No, but I'll get into why Wilt I'll get into that later on in the video. But James Wiseman is a super, super good option, coming in at number 5 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 4 on my top 10 player list is Galaxy Opal GOAT Magic Johnson. Now, I flip back and forth between him and LeBron about every single day. Honestly, if I recorded this yesterday, Magic would have been higher, but now that I'm recording it today, LeBron's going to be higher. He comes in at 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, 98 3 ball. He's going to have basically 99s everything. He's going to finishing wise, he's got everything you need. Shooting wise, Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame dead eye. His release isn't that great. LeBron's release is much, much better than Magic's. Playmaker wise, he's got everything besides the gold dream shake, which doesn't matter at all. Defense wise, he's going to have everything as well, guys. There is nothing you can take away from this card. Tendencies, 69 on-ball steal tendency, which isn't bad for a Magic Johnson card. I would like to see it a little bit higher, but that is not bad at all. Hopping right into his SIGs, guys, he does have the Magic Johnson release. His moving behind the back, you're not going to find a better moving behind the back than Magic Johnson. Even if some cards have the same moving behind the back, they don't move the same as Magic. Magic's behind the back is so much different than anybody else's in the game. He can tween, but it's not a great tween. It's serviceable, but all in all, I think the dribble style matters, because that might be the difference between why Magic moves a lot more smoothly compared to a LaMelo Ball. Now, I don't know for sure, but that might be the difference, because I'd never seen the dribble style before this website was made, and so that really might be the difference, and kind of why his behind the back feels so much better than everybody else's, guys. But Magic Johnson is super, super good. Like I said, if I recorded this video yesterday, he would be a top 3 card. Today, he does fall to number 4 on my top 10 player list. Coming in at number 3 on my top 10 player list is Galaxy Opal GOAT Wilt Chamberlain, 7'1" with an 8-foot wingspan. Yes, an 8-foot wingspan. He's got a 98 3 ball, basically all 97 and above stats. So when it gets to that point, it doesn't matter. 97, 99, it doesn't really matter. Finishing wise, he's got everything besides teardropper. Shooting wise, everything besides steady shooter and slippery off ball and pump fake maestro are on gold. But that does not really matter. We'll say his release is not good. It's better than Shaq's, but it is not good at all. Playmaker wise, he does have Hall of Fame dimer, downhill, quick first step, space creator, tight handles, and unpluckable, as well as gold bailout, handles for days, needle threader. Defensive wise, he has every defensive badge in the game. Now, let's hop into his tendencies, which is a 65 on-ball steal tendency. I don't know how much contest and block shot tendencies matter, but he's got 99 in those stats as well. His set shot 17 is just absolutely terrible. Now, his tween is good. His tween is very, very good. His behind the back is terrible. But I like Wilt's tween more than I like James Wiseman's tween. And that's one of the reasons he is above Wiseman. Wilt's a lot better on defense too. Wiseman's good on defense, but Wilt's a lot better. So I'm a defensive head. So obviously Wilt's going to be better for me. A lot of people are going to like Wiseman better, but Wilt for me is one step above James Wiseman. That is why he comes in at number 3 on my top player list. Coming in at number 2 on my list is out of position LeBron James. Now, I could go either LeBron James here. I could show the newest LeBron James that we got, which is a better LeBron because of the SIGs. But for my my play style, I like LeBron at point guard, and so that's where I'm going to put him. Now, he is 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, 94 3 ball, good driving dunk at a 98, 94 ball handle, and 97 speed with ball. Great speed, lateral quickness as well. Finishing wise, he's got a ton of Hall of Fame finishing badges. The one thing I do want to say is he's got a lot of gold badges, which is it's not the worst thing, because he still has 45 Hall of Famers in the categories that matter the most, such as Deadeye, quick draw, range extender, tireless shooter, volume shooter. Those are the important ones. Now, he does have gold hot zone hunter. I would like to see that on Hall of Fame, but it is what it is. Playmaker wise, he does have a Hall of Fame dimer downhill, handles for days, needle threader, quick first step, tight handles, and unpluckable, as well as gold bailout, space creator, stop and go. Defense wise, Hall of Fame clamps, intimidator, moving truck, pick dodger, pickpocket, pogo stick, post lockdown, rim projector, tireless defender. As you guys can see, he has a lot of interior badges. He has got every badge in the game besides teardropper and steady shooter. Even if they are gold, he still has the badges. Tendencies, he does have a 31 on ball steal tendency, which is not good at all, but he can still guard that secondary ball handler or just kind of the small forward that's a cone, such as Kawhi, those types of players. Sigs wise, he's got LeBron James release, obviously, but his release on Hall of Fame quick draw is very, very, very good. He's got a Pro 8 tween, and his Pro 8 tween is elite. It's absolutely incredible. Now, the one thing I do want to say about this card is this layup package on this point guard card is terrible. So when LeBron gets a little tired or if he's blinking, he's going to give you a bad layup animation. So that's something you have to know when you do use this LeBron card. The other LeBron card does have that kind of long athlete layup package, which is a lot better. But still, for me, I'm taking this point guard LeBron just because I like LeBron at my point guard position. That is why he comes in at number 2 on my top 10 player list. Guys, was there ever a doubt who would be number 1? GOAT Galaxy Opal Kareem Abdul-Jabbar comes in at number 1 on my top 10 player list. 7'2", 7'5" wingspan. Just think about it. Wilt's wingspan is 7 inches longer than Kareem's. That's crazy for me to think about. Anyways, 97 3 ball. He's got all 99s in the inside scoring, 97 ball handle, 97 speed ball. Everything's above a 97. Like I said, it doesn't really matter when you get to that point. Basically, every shooting or finishing badge in the game. Hall of Fame quick draw, Hall of Fame range. His release is so much better than Wilt's too. So much better. Hall of Fame Deadeye, as well as Hall of Fame volume shooter. Playmaker wise, Hall of Fame bailout, dimer, downhill, quick first step, tight handles, and unpluckable. Gold handles for days, needle threader, space creator, stop and go. Defense wise, he has every badge in the game. One thing I want to say is his tendencies are not good at all. Not good at all, but he still just feels so different on the defensive end. Even his other Galaxy Opal card felt so different on the defensive end. And that's, even though his tendencies aren't good, this is the one card that can just power right through that. His sigs and animations are just incredible. He's got that Giannis behind the back, the normal 2, which is just absolutely incredible. I do like Kareem's release on his center build now. You know, if a guard had his release, would I like it? No, but for a center in the catch and shoot situation, it is very, very good, guys. This Kareem is the best card and will stay the best card in NBA 2K20 Myteam. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the top 10 list. I'm sure you guys have your own, thoughts and beliefs on who should have been in the top 10, guys. Leave your comments down below on who you guys would have removed from my list, who you move up, who you guys move down, and just kind of create your own top 10 list and let me know what that is, guys. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all have a blessed day, and subscribe if you are new.